Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Got some node project updates for you guys. I'm going to go over some node projects in this video that I've recently covered and how they're doing, as well as a few new ones coming up here. So I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. Alright guys, I'm going to go over some node projects in this video here. I'm going to show you a couple of the recent ones that I've covered on my channel and how the nodes are doing, how the project is doing, and so on here. And I got a couple new ones that are coming up here. Probably within the next week I'll be getting these out to you guys, but I just want to give you guys a heads up on them to let you guys know they're coming down the pike so you guys can look into them ahead of time and get ready for them. And I'm going to give you my review on those projects and videos coming out here in the next, I think one of them probably within the next few days, and then another one within the next week or so here. So let's jump into it. Alright, so the first project, I covered a video recently on this one, is 0xVM, and I actually had the pleasure of personally having a one-on-one video call with the founder of this project, and this is a legitimate project, and you know, they are doing all the right things. They have like a team of, I think, 45 people working on this thing, and they've got over 15 people just in the marketing department, and they just got started on this one, but I think this one's going to do really well with the experience of the team and the fact that the co-founders already launched successful crypto projects in the past. This one's doing really well. I'm going to show you the nodes on here. So this node that I got on here, this one was like, you know, basically it's still putting out over 400 different tokens per day, and it's accumulated over 4,000 XVM tokens already. So, you know, kind of keep that in mind, that the reward to purchase right now is still fantastic. This particular project, the XVM token, only has a 1 billion supply, so there is a potential for it to hit $1 in this bull run or higher, potentially, depending on how the project does. But you can see if it were to hit that, I would have, you know, had over $4,000 already on this. And the nodes right now are only, I think, $700, something like that. If you go to buy nodes here, yeah, they're 700 USDT. So technically, they're kind of paying for themselves within a few days here if you purchase them now, and if it were to get up to $1. If it were to only get up to, you know, 25 cents, let's say, it would still have made over $1,000 off this node within just the last week or so here. And the project hasn't even launched yet. I believe this one's launching next month in October is when they're planning on launching, but I'm sure that'll depend on market conditions. So this one's still in tier 1, still a fantastic buy if you're looking at purchasing this one. The thing about these node projects is, if you get in now before everybody else jumps in while the market's dead, nobody's talking about crypto, nobody's interested in crypto right now, these node projects that haven't launched yet, you can start accumulating a lot of tokens before they launch, and then when all the rush comes back into crypto and these nodes start selling out, you'll already have accumulated several, you know, tokens, several thousand tokens in this case, before they, you know, before they get hot and start selling out, and before the project even launches their tokens. So kind of keep that in mind here as well. So these are doing really well. If you look at the Lumia hyper nodes here, I did a recent video on these as well. Basically, they did a thing where if you locked your node for 12 to 24 months, you would get extra nodes and extra tokens if you were to do that. I do want at least one of my nodes staking in the 24 month, because I'm not going to be selling all my tokens anyways, and that would give me extra tokens if I were to do that. You know, at least 2x or more of the tokens for that node, because they're going to be distributing the leftover node tokens value to those node holders. So I want to stake at least one of them and leave the rest of them so I can still cash out throughout this cycle here. If we get a bull run here coming up in the next few months to several months here, I want to leave the rest of them where I can cash out. And if you lock your tokens in those DACs, you know, you can't, the tokens are not available to you while they're locked. So keep that in mind if you decide to do that. Your tokens are locked if your node is locked, so keep that in mind here. So with Lumia here, you can delegate your nodes currently. So, you know, I've got 6 nodes on this account here, and I'm going to delegate one of them to the 24 month delegation here, because that's going to give me extra. I don't know if you get extra nodes or if you get extra tokens. That's what I'm trying to figure out here. But I do want to put one of them in that delegation here to try to get extra tokens with that. And I'm just going to do one of them with that. So now I got one of them staking on here for 24 months. And daily rewards tokens for the pool is 10,000 shared between that. But my understanding is that they're going to basically give extra nodes to people that delegate to this 24-month pool, like a 2x multiplier for people that do that, as far as the remaining nodes that were unsold, the tokens that would go to those. So I still need a little bit more information as to actually if they're going to be airdropping nodes or just airdropping tokens with that. I thought that they were going to be airdropping the leftover nodes to the people that use the 12 or 24 months, so I wanted to do one of them in here. So I locked one of them in here. I'm going to leave the other 5 on this account to see how those do without it. I may lock another node on my other account and see how that does. But that's kind of how I'm playing this for now with the Lumia nodes. But the current price on the nodes is 4,000. The max supply is 50,000. But look, I don't think they're going to be, doing that once they start airdropping these tokens to the node owners that lock their nodes. They're not going to be selling any more nodes, and they might not even actually be selling them currently. You might not be able to purchase them. It looks like you could possibly still purchase them right now. So you may be able to purchase a node, but yeah, it looks like you're able to for a little over 4,000 USDT currently. But I'm not going to do that, because basically for me, I don't think it's worth it at the price it's at with 4,000 USDT. Back when it was 1,000 USDT was the best time to get in, and it was the best time to start accumulating those tokens back then. I always try to get in at tier 1 because that's when I know the nodes are going to pay for themselves. Later on, they're not so beneficial, so that's kind of how that's going. Now, I got a couple other node projects I'm going to cover here in just a second. So there's a couple other node projects out there that are potentially scams. Don't know for sure 100%, but there's a few of them out there that seem to have been scams. And going forward, I'm going to make sure that the teams are doxxed and I actually know somebody that's either involved in the project directly or that the team is doxxed, stuff like that. So the node projects that I'm going to cover on my channel going forward, I'm going to do everything I can to verify the project is legitimate before I put it out there. I know someone on the one project I'm going to cover. I actually know another YouTuber that's involved with the team that's working directly with them, and he says he knows them in person personally. And he's put his YouTube channel reputation online, so I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable covering that one. Doesn't mean it isn't a scam, but at least I know another YouTuber that's directly working with the team. He says, and he's covering it, on his channel and everything. And then there's another one where the team is doxxed, and they actually have some huge partnerships and stuff that I'm going to be covering. So that one I feel comfortable. But as far as like D-Board, Navy AI, Zap Chain, not Zap. Zap is a legitimate project. That one hasn't even launched a token yet. They'll probably launch it pretty soon. But Zap was a good one, and Galaxis was also legitimate. And there was also Agent Layer appears to be a good one. And I got several tokens from those. I got several nodes from those 3 projects. But Zap Chain, D-Board, and Navy AI are potentially scams. I can't verify with 100% confirmation that they are, but based off of their actions and no response to the team, Zap Chain's website's been deleted, stuff like that, tells me that there were likely scams. So I apologize to anyone who got into those projects out there. I got scammed as well on those, but going forward, I'm gonna make sure that the teams are doxxed and are more legitimate before I cover anything like that on my channel. So I just want to get that out there for you guys. The next 2 projects I'm going to cover on my channel here we'll get into now. So the first one's going to be Star Power. I actually have a couple of they actually got some of their Star plugs. You plug these in, these have little mini GPUs in them, and they start basically generating tokens for you. You just plug them into any outlet, and then you connect. They have like a app or a website or something you can use, and I'll get into that once I try these. I'll get into those and do a review on these for you guys. I actually know another YouTuber that's working directly with the project. on those, and he says they're legitimate. He actually knows the people in person. So I'm going to be doing a review on these and giving you my thoughts on these. I think these are only $100 or something, so they're really affordable. So I'll give you a review on those in the next couple of days here, and let you know how those are. And then there's another one here, and if you look at this project here on the website, you know, they've got a pretty decent website and a lot of information on here about this project and stuff. And you know, the team has been in several meetings, you know, with the Solana community and stuff like that on here as well. And then their X page has like almost 100,000 followers. They're followed by Agent Layer as well and Solana. So feel pretty comfortable that, you know, with Agent Layer and Solana actually following this project, that it is legitimate. And that, like I said before, the other YouTuber that is partnered with them, he's working with them on this project. But I'm going to do a review on this here for you guys in the next couple of days. And then the next project I'm going to be working with here is called Sonic SVM. They are a big gaming chain, basically on Solana, and they're pretty much doing a gaming multiverse with Hypergrid, and they have over 359,000 followers on X. This is going to be an absolutely massive project. It is followed by several other big projects out there, and they have a lot of investors. They've raised over $12 million in a Series A investment round for this project by lots of people out there, some big names in the crypto space. So I feel very comfortable covering this one on my channel, and I believe these nodes are extremely affordable as well. I think they're in that $100 range if I remember correctly, or a few $100 range. So I'll be doing a review on Sonic Odyssey. And basically, this is a very promising node project as well, so I'll be covering that in the near future. You have to get on a whitelist. There's going to be a whitelist coming out, and I was able to get you guys on this whitelist. So if you're interested in these, make sure that you watch my follow-up video on Sonic. You're going to have to get on a whitelist to get potentially in this project early. So I'll be able to get you guys in on this, in on this one potentially early. Also with these star plugs, I think I'm going to be able to hopefully talk them into giving away some free star plugs to people who purchase these. So I'm going to try to have them do a giveaway for you guys for participating in this one. And you know, I'm going to see if I can give away like 5 of these to people who have used my referral code to purchase these. To thank you guys for using my referral code, because that does help out my channel a little bit when you guys do that, so I do appreciate it. But this Sonic project here, this one is absolutely massive, so I'm excited to cover this one. This one's going to be coming up here in the next few weeks, but I'll be doing the video for the whitelist here probably in the next week or so, so watch out for that. You definitely want to get in on the whitelist for this one, because that's the only way to get in early on these nodes and get in on that first tier, I believe, with this one. I still got to do a little bit more research on it, just been busy with everything. But I do want to get this one out to you guys as well. As you can see, you know, Delicium, CoinDesk, and a bunch of others are actually working with the Sonic project. So this is going to be a big gaming project out there. And these nodes are probably going to pay off really well with that one. And that's also on Solana, so keep that in mind, guys. But these are some of the node projects I wanted to give you guys an update on recently, and to give you a heads up about some future node projects that are coming out. The reason I like node projects is because if you get in on these first tiers, like I've said before, you literally can make your money back potentially within a few days or a few weeks in some cases. Usually it's within a few days if you get in right away in the first couple days, because very few of the tokens or very few of the nodes have sold at that point. So the tokens are just in massive chunks going to a small amount of people early on. So that's the best time to get in, and they pay for themselves really quickly. And then you're just generating passive income from there on out, regardless of the price of the token. Once they're paid for, it's still passive income regardless of the price of the token. And then if we get a bull run and you're saving your tokens for a bull run, once the price goes up, you know, you have all those tokens that you can sell at the higher end prices, and you can sell literally all the way up. You could potentially sell your tokens each month all the way up in the bull run, and then you never miss the peak. And you know, you're getting tokens for several years typically. In a lot of these node projects, you're usually getting them for up to 4 or 5 years. Some of them like Lumia, they're going to be potentially putting out tokens for 10 to 20 years. So keep that in mind as well. But not only do you get, in most of these projects, not only do you get just the tokens generated from the supply, the fixed amount that's going to the node owners, but you're also, in a lot of cases, you're going to get gas fee rewards for people using the network. So a lot of these gaming projects, any of these games and stuff that are running on their platform are going to use gas fees, and those are going to be shared with the node owners for a lot of these. Also, a lot of these are with gaming projects and other projects launching on their platform and using their network. A lot of them will give you whitelists to early access to their token and do airdrops of their token to the node owners as well. That's an agreement that they make with these projects. Hey, if you're going to use our platform, we would like you to give back to our early investors, which is the node owners. So there's lots of benefits out there that'll continually go on and on in the future, regardless of what the token is doing for the project itself. There's other benefits that usually come with these nodes as well. So that's another reason why I like doing them. But it's basically generating these tokens for you for several years, and you just have to sit back and collect them. And it's really nice and you know, as far as I'm concerned, because I get in right at that first tier, right in the first couple of days or so, or first couple of weeks. And that way you're paying, the nodes are paying for themselves really quickly, and after that point it's just extra income at that point. So kind of keep that in mind. And like I said, guys, these are just the ones that I'm covering right now. As I get more, I'll get them out to you guys, but I try to get a lot of these in my portfolio with my other coins, because if I cash out my other coins, I can still fall back on my nodes to continually generate tokens for me throughout this bull run, so I never miss the peak of it. And that's another reason why I like them, guys. But that's pretty much what I got for this video, guys. If you don't have a VPN for crypto, you really should have one. I use NordVPN. They are giving a deal to my community right now where you can get up to 4 months free with NordVPN. So you can check them out in the description below. I'll leave a link for NordVPN. I think it's nordvpn.com/DCA crypto or something like that. Whatever the NordVPN website is, and then it's /DCA crypto, I believe, is the link, but I'll leave it in the description below. And that'll give you up to 4 months free for using them. They're very, very reasonable to use, and I use them for my crypto to help protect my coins, because as you guys know or may not know, all the transactions that you do on the internet with your computer and your crypto and that is all traceable to your IP address. It's all traceable to the hackers out there, and they can get access to your devices and stuff just by your IP address. So you want to be careful and use those VPNs. You can also use certain exchanges and dexes with VPNs that block certain geographical areas like the United States, and that you can access them with a VPN if you're using that. So check out NordVPN, guys. The link is in the description below. That's all I got for this video, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one.